Hi, this is Chris Bodie, and I'm going to start trying to use my YouTube channel a little bit more to kind of use to do a little bit of video logs or vlogs, video blogs, vlogs. Okay, I'll stop. Um, this is just going to be a small little thing because most of my stuff is done on my blog with the written word, as bad as the writing is. It's good stuff. There's a lot of great content on there. Today I just posted an article called Walker-Avelianism, which is based on Machiavellianism, except it was something that the Nostalgia Critic did for um, his Lorax reviews, so definitely check that out. I also today released a contest I'm doing for my next book. Now I was hoping to have my book done by now, and just one thing led to another. It ended up being far more complex. Plus, because of my disability, it just made it harder to write. So I'm now pushing for the end of summertime, and I'm very happy with what I'm doing with it. I can't wait for it to start writing. So that's really what's going on right now. And today, for Memorial Day, I'm looking at emails. I have over 900 emails related to everyone's blog about writing and stuff like that. And I just get so swamped with everything else I never have time to look at it. And I'm always reading what the craft is, what other people are doing, trying to develop new techniques. Of course, I'm developing my own techniques, so it's something that all independent writers should be doing. Like I said, this is going to be a new segment because I've tried to do videos in the past about cooking, about atheism, about gender issues. So I'm going to do what I'm doing great with, which is my writing. Also, this week I'm going to be re-releasing my my story of Terran Psychosis. Amazingly, it's my best work to date, but I only have 2 books released, so it is amazing that I've gotten such a positive response for it. Not everyone has liked it, and that's going to happen, but most people have, either giving 4 or 5 stars. In point of fact, one person, the only problem he had with it was a lot of the grammar mistakes in it. So he offered to correct my grammar, and so he did, and I went in and made those changes. A second person liked it so much they were inspired to make a cover for me because I used a picture of myself for the cover and it's not that good. But you know, being disabled, not having a job, not being on Social Security, I have no money, so I have to make do with what I've got. And this person was not only nice enough to make a picture, they sent it to me as a surprise, like, oh, I made you this picture, do you like it? I'm like, oh my god, it is so much better than anything I could do. So yeah, I'm going to be using that picture now. I wanted to give you a quick tour of my room. You're going to see my bookshelf here. Top stuff is actually related to game design. There's a lot of books related to that. The second shelf is related to writing. You can see a couple of things right now. That's an original copy of Battle Droids. See how many geeks are out there. This is my writer's block wall. Generally, I just need these 2 pieces of paper to help, and then my calendar. Over here, hard to see. There we go. These are things that I have for my writing. Just little notes that I have to help me write better. And then this big space here is going to be for when I write stories. So, reaching about the 5-minute mark, so I'm going to try to close up, but try to use the last 30 seconds for something. So yeah, I'm going to start putting a lot more stuff on Twitter so people can follow me. Big news yesterday is I had over 50 people view my site for my world building series. I do apologize for not being able to keep up on that. Month of April I did nothing, and this month I did very little. But, I've been so exhausted lately, so mentally exhausted, and it's just been very difficult for me. But I'm actually pushing myself to work a little bit harder for Comic Con because I really want to have a lot of things together for that. Also, well, going back to the contest is going to allow you to have a character based off of you well, it's most likely going to be based off of your name. Because I'll have very specific things. Now, it won't necessarily be in the next book, but it's going to be within the series. Every book in the series is a short story, like somewhere between 30 to 75 pages. It depends on what's needed for the story. I want to keep it short so I can write them fast and get them out faster. But honestly, 3 to 5 books would make up a full novel. So if we were talking in size of novels, then yeah, it's probably going to be the next book. But if you do get selected, you would be in one of the books in the first series. And the first series would basically be like a trilogy. But instead, it's going to be somewhere between 5 to 15 books. So all you have to do is just basically register on my site, and you will get entry into the contest. Now, the other prizes that you can get is a special edition book that will not be released to the public, at least within the first year. I seriously doubt I'll ever release it to the public. I might have it for further contests down the line, but you would get a first copy of it, and it'll feature things like maps and character bios and stuff like that. So that'll be a nice thing, and that's only going to be for the ultimate prize and the grand prize. And then, the character in the book. Also, the ultimate prize will get every copy of Series 1 for free in the available formats that I'm able to do right now, which is Amazon. I am trying to get Smashbooks or Smashwords done, which will allow me to do anything else. So, excuse me. Well, that's more than 30 seconds, so definitely check that out. Become a member. You get access to other content on my site, such as special writer's tip for indie authors, like what are the top keywords on Amazon and things like that. A lot of things are a work in progress, so don't be surprised if you don't see a whole lot of things when you first sign up. But once I start getting more people in, I can start testing out features to get them to work properly. So definitely check that out. The series is called the Daguard series, short for Daguard. And what it's about is vampires in the 1300s and a group of knights who must fight against them. I'm sure some of you are like, oh, it's a vampire story, but I thought of this story long before I heard of Twilight. So it's not based on any of that, and I'm trying to go back to, the established mythos of vampires and not necessarily the new incarnations of it. So, not that I'm ignoring those, I am looking at those and seeing what worked and what didn't, but mostly I'm focusing on what I want for a story. So, definitely look out for that. I'm hopefully going to do these about once a week. So, until next time.